now we're working on the recruitment. That's dealing with the media and recruiting for the youth program is what we have coming up right now. Getting youth signed up and assigned to the appropriate professors for the right classes and trainings. Um, then backing up, let me back up, I almost forgot. On the 23rd, we had a river walk. Down there, the encouragement is for the sisters within our communities. Even if you're not in Detroit, if you're in another state, I encourage the sisters who understand the oneness of all to participate even in their own state, to go down by a body of water on this particular day and just go for a walk. Okay. But when you go for a walk, I'm encouraging you to bring some things with you: a pencil, a piece of paper, and some water, a bottle of water. We're going to do some healing rituals there at the water, and we're going to acknowledge the spirits of the water and helping with our healing processes. And it's one of those manifestations of now we've done the work inwardly. Now it's time to show the world who we are and what it is that we are capable of doing when it comes down to healing self. The concept and the vision is really geared towards the trends. I notice there's a lot of trends that people are mimicking behind, but they're mimicking behind these trends that are giving them silver linings of being able to make a decision of what's right or wrong. I don't want to say right or wrong because we understand those concepts don't exist. What's high vibrational and what's low vibrational. You see what I'm saying? So when we actually start talking about healing and healing the womb, right? What does that look like for the woman? And one of the brothers the other night approached me about the what happened? Y'all still see me, hear me?
Yeah, we see you. Yeah.
Y'all there?
Yeah, we see you. We here.
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. So one of the things that that I seen is that one of the brothers approached me and was like, well, what about the woman? I mean, what about the men? Y'all want to try to separate us? We got to get back home. And I said, yeah, I understand that. However, I witnessed the shifts of how much the ego does not want the woman to resurrect back to her position. And even though that brother was expressing to me his feelings, right, on the matter, his whole thing was don't leave out the men. And it's like we have things that's coming in place for the men as well. But the question that really sits on the table is, what does healing look like for you? You know what I'm saying? Everyone has this vision of what it should be according to someone else's narrative. So I don't know, Sacred Keys, we done pretty much developed and created a platform that keeps us in creation at the same token healing. Right? It's not just a school for education like we grew up in. This is an actual platform where we can actually come and learn what it means to apply concepts of healing on every level, especially when we start talking about dealing with traumas, our environment, you know what I'm saying, our families. You get what I'm saying? Like, these are issues that we don't really sit back and really have good conversations that heal. We have conversations that put down, oh, that crazy fool, oh, that retarded ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We quick to put each other down in so many unsettling ways. You know what I'm saying? We're crafty with how we throw our shade out there, you know, the sarcasm and different things of that nature. So the whole concept of the river walk for the women is that we come to heal ourselves, that we can learn how to heal our men, right? Because for a while, I thought it was the men had to learn how to heal themselves so that they could help the woman heal. But come to find out, no, it's the other way around. The woman must heal herself so that she can demand her worth to the man to make the man rise up in his maturity spiritually, right? And I've realized a lot of people don't want to hear that concept of maturity and spirituality. You know what I'm saying? We're not
Right.
mature in our spirituality. And how do we know this? Is because we're still not facing our fears. A lot of us don't realize how fearful we really are until the challenge actually presents itself. And once it actually presents itself, then our response actually brings forth a truth and reverence of just how much toxic is within ourselves, right? Dealing with the womb, healing with Oshun's temple. I created Oshun's temple so that it can be a bonding place for our sisters. And I'm not going to even hold you up. I'm very transparent, and I told you I'm very blunt. Since I built this temple, it's been hell. Just telling the truth. When it came across our sisters and our women, it has been hell. And why has it been hell? Because once again, everyone wants to be the head, but people don't want to do what it takes.
Right.
You have to do what it takes. Everybody wants to get on board with the vision, yet and still are they willing to make the necessary sacrifices for the greater good? And we're so selfish in our concepts as being women, as being men, as being people. Even our children have adopted that vibration of bitterness to the point where no one wants to see no one else succeed unless it's my way. So it comes back to that same concept of, like I said, the vision of healing. What does healing really look like for you? Because your healing might not be my healing, right? Because what I eat, come on, somebody already know how this go. Those follow me know what that statement means too. Okay. So, what'd you say, God is? You want me to go? I'll go ahead and say it. What you eat don't make me shit.
There you go.
Okay. What you eat don't make me shit. And we understand this concept. Right. And being 100% authentic with ourselves, we have to understand where our healing is and where and how to apply that healing to ourselves. What I've come across, especially within this year, not even going too far back because the past don't exist, right? But the narrative in which I have witnessed this far is that there are many who confess the spirit of being a star seed, of being a goddess, being an alchemist, being into metaphysics, being into the occult, being all these different prestige of what's the right word, spirit, of systems that have been put in place of practicing to heal, right? And because they have been practicing in those, they're seeing the power of them activate and happen around them, which build confidence within them. Yet and still with the confidence, they forgot to heal some things. And this is why it was so detrimental that we went through the whole sleeping process to become awakened, because only those who will fight for what they know is true will put forth the work to do what needs to be done. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're not fighting for what needs to be done to heal you, then I don't need you on the team. I don't need you connected to us. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, why is it that we are in this energy? Because at the end of the day, the healing process is like this. A reflection of reciprocity means that I am a greatest part of a reflection to everybody in the room of my facility of being able to see, and vice versa. And if I'm looking at reflections that are not vibrating at the same frequency of me, then I need to what? Retrieve and leave, or I need to what? Dismiss it to leave, or I have to shine so bright. Here go the goal. I have to shine so bright that it rather flees or ascend with me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The power of really what real vision is in your healing process is within what you are willing to face, even though you're afraid, even though you might have some form of a doubt, even though you're not certain of the uncertain. One thing you are certain of is that you trust you before anything else. And when you trust you, you open up a whole door, a whole vision of possibilities of what you're capable of doing. Right? The
Yep.
healing,
That's so
the
true.
healing process, right? The healing looks different depending on what part of the self is being, I was about to say illustrated, but what part of the self is being restored, is being acknowledged, is being placed in a, a, a spectrum of awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this a personal healing? Is this a universal healing? Is this a psychological healing? Is this a grievance healing? We aren't identifying it. So, therefore, what we are doing is we're casting so much negativity out in the situation that there can't be wholeness. There can't
Right.
be
Right.
wholeness if you're constantly in the illusion and in the process of setting boundaries of what you can accomplish. What is your vision looking like for you? For
Mm-hmm.
you. When I
Ashe.
speak and I teach people and I'm telling people be intimate in your creation, because when you are intimate within your creation, the love and the passion, the joy of what you do manifests in everything you do. I have watched throughout generations and time, we have lost a lot of essence of wanting to put perfection in what we do. We just throw something together and say it's good enough. That's such a Cain analogy
Mm-hmm.
of operation that a lot of us have adopted. Where's your passion? Where's your ashe in it? Where's your power? One of the professors that I had the privilege of being able to study up under, Professor Hudson, once taught us your treasures are where your heart is.
Mm-hmm.
So, with Vision for Youth, we are now teaching them, getting ready for them with WC3 to teach the youth how to find your passion. What are you passionate about? What do you
Right.
love? What, better yet, we're going to even take them through some trauma healing and an embodiment of chakra alignment. And we're going to help them understand how to heal them so they can help heal those that they love too. By what? Being true and authentic with themselves. What are you loving about you? What do you do that nobody else can do?
Mm.
When you start identifying what that is, we're going to start teaching them while they're young. So when they get older, these things will take so much root, it'll be planted in their heart, right? Everything always pointed to the heart. It'll be embedded
Mm-hmm.
in their heart that I must go after what I love. I must love me before I can love anybody else. In relationships, going back to the womb healing, in relationships, we have to start learning how to really love each other in a place of self-worth first, not
Ashe.
sacrificing ourselves to be in a relationship for their happiness. When we are doing these things, we are sacrificing God and not realizing that we are. Your vision for healing is to come to a place where you are ready to confront the pain, when you are
Mm.
ready to release the illusion that there is a such thing as grieving. These things are illusion that we constantly give feeling to through memory, through concepts of consistency. We're planting seeds of consistency, which is
Yep.
creating
Definitely.
a chain. Listen to it's creating a chain of habits.
Yep.
Okay,
Ashe.
vision for going back, going back to
This is
vision
for
for
you.
youth.
This is
Learning
for you, y'all.
the vision is right, is to help our youth find and learn their own self-worth. See, this type of talk most people don't want to talk about and don't want to listen to, because why? It requires a change. The truth will put a stop to everything. But how many of us
Yeah.
are willing to stand 10 toes down in the circumference of our truth to be able to know that the truth will have her justice? All we must do is do.
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Ashe.
Too many
Mm-hmm.
of us want to piggyback off of others, and our vision for youth is what they model after. We have to become that echo in our community that they model after us. How many of us are ready to let go of the ego to do so? Or is the ego so rooted in us and so hooked in us, it's almost like it's fish hooks that have got a hold to a whip that have reached across your back and now it's then grabbed some meat. right? That is the confusion of a habit that we are constantly convincing ourselves when we are putting limitations to what we are capable of doing. How can we lead a nation if we don't heal ourselves first? Going back to the women. Going back to the women. A healed woman will be able to heal a nation. But if she can't heal herself, she cannot heal her family. She cannot heal her children. She cannot heal the relationship. She cannot heal nothing. And that does not mean that we have to take on everybody else's burdens. That does not mean that we have to stick around with those who do not appreciate us. That does not mean that I have to kiss your ass. Those are comfortable places that we used to be in that we're no longer in, because now we know what it means to set a boundary that what works for us. Once again, I told you, we have to become that light that shines so bright, it becomes like an addiction. People always want to come around you, talk to you. They attracted to you like a flame. But when they get around you, what food and substance are you feeding back to them? Your unhealed establishments, your doubts, your insecurities. What are you really giving back to your community?
Yeah.
I'm just letting the spirit, I know I might be jumping all over the place, but I hope y'all following me, because this is how my spirit told me to deliver it today.
No, you're doing just fine. This is what we're here for.
That's what we're here. We dropping jewels and metaphors at the same time. For real. I say. She said send her the link.
Like we have, yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. So the vision. Go ahead. Yeah, question.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead. I'll come back to that.
Okay. So once again, what types of healing are there? There's physical healing, there's emotional healing, there's spiritual healing, there's nervous healing. You have to bring light to your body. You have to know how to do that. It's not something that comes, and see, we look for so much instant gratification. Everything is instant, especially with technology now moving so rapidly, right? But what we fail to realize is the awareness of the alignment of now. Those who are in alignment are aware of the transitions, that these things are not more intelligent, or what they want to say, smarter, or more evolving than we are. We created it. Like, we don't give enough reverence to where reverence needs to be due as people, as us being who we are. That's what I mean. Like, what's your vision for your real healing? What energy work are you putting forth? What sacredness are you putting together? I can't wait till the goddess come on. She was mentioning that some of the goddesses need to start getting back in the habit of getting up when the spirit call you to get up. The sacrifice. What sacrifices are you making for your transition? Duality and universal law tells us that whatever you do on one side is what's happening on the other side. That's also happening in polarities as well. But however, the concept is that what you're doing is only the amount of energy that you are actually gravitating to. How powerful are you if you're not utilizing your power? And what are you using your power towards? Some of us are very powerful beyond measure and haven't learned how to utilize the power yet within us. And I'm not excluding myself from that. You hear what I'm saying? I'm not excluding myself from that. This is a learning process in which we are gravitating to, but we are so stuck in our ego, we can't heal ourselves. That's why we do the breath work. That's why we do the grounding. That's why we're doing the somatic therapy. This is how come we're tapping into systematic systems that deal with our vagus nerve systems and our sound frequencies, and reducing chronic stress. We're learning how to heal. But my healing is not the same for you. Your healing is not the same for me. That's how you become the chosen one, because you're choosing to face the pain. You're choosing that I'm no longer, come on, women, going to take abuse and be taken down, degraded, so that you can feel secure about being a man. I'm not doing it no more. Women have to first find themselves first, though, because there's a way in which you can approach situations that bring more enlightenment and love than destruction and hate. And until you learn it, stay silent. Till you learn it, stay silent. Sometimes we just need to close our mouths and observe the situation. Sometimes the spirit will work it out for us if we just learn how to close our mouths. What does healing look like for you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you took the time to really be observant of your healing process? Have you took the time to be observant of your healing process? Or are you addicted to the cycles? Are you addicted to the cycles? Does that look like? I'm trying to stop. I'm trying my best. Are you really? Well, I don't know. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get it. Well, are you trying to find it out? I mean, are you doing it? Because if you're doing it, if you're trying to really do it, then that means you're putting forth the motion to do it. We become comfortable with that word trying. And that word trying is manifesting in our everyday life, and it's reducing our spiritual work. Because we're not even owning up to doing it. You're trying. That's like I used to teach my kids, half doing ain't doing. You rather doing it or you not doing it. And if you ain't gonna do it, just say you ain't gonna do it. Why deceive yourself and me too?
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
We have to learn how to really be sincere with ourselves. I'm done. I just had to spit that out. I'm open for questions or anything else. I know you asked me to go, I went. But when I say I'm so serious about it, though. I'm so serious about it. I'm so serious about it to the point where I find myself day and night constantly finding more ways that I can create something that's going to help somebody else see another value of another perspective of a situation. Because we so quick to just give into one scenario of a situation. Before you know it, we all in all types of mess. All types of mess. And then we get in our self-sabotaging modes. I know firsthand. I'm not telling you nothing I ain't experienced, went through, or going through. Right? We start sabotaging ourselves. That's when it's like, well, wait a minute, why am I sabotaging me for whatever's going on? Why am I choosing to take on a burden or a pain when I have the power to let nothing penetrate my aura field except for what I desire it to be? How often do you practice that in your meditations, in your journaling? When you're journaling your outcomes of situations, are you journaling your outcomes for success, or are you journaling your outcomes to actually get awareness, actual answer? Or are you just writing because somebody told you need to be writing, and it just sounds stupid? You're going against your healing. What does your healing look like?
It's going through the process. It ain't getting nowhere.
All right.
Say it again, God.
Man, it's going through the process
and ain't getting nowhere.
I say that all the time. People get high off the process. You know, they don't really want no solutions. They just want to go through the process and, you know, get that adrenaline and be comfortable there.
And so once again, I learned, and like I said, ever since I've been dealing Oshun's temple, it's been crazy. And
yeah. Did she go out?
Yeah, she'll be back. She always come right back.
Wow. Yeah. Somebody said Ashe.
What are you going to say? Yeah. She'll be back.
Yeah. Ashe. Peace, y'all is tuned in to Frequency Higher Talk with the goddess Golden Rule, talking about vision for your healing, of your healing. And we have Miss Fee right here, the goddess Fee. So, yeah, I know. Oh, there she go. She coming back in.
Yeah, she always managed to pop back in.
Hmm. I know I was going through a lot.
Am
There she go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I there? I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm
back.
back. Peace. Yeah, well, they
I
can't
know.
keep me down. They can't keep
Nah,
me down. Go ahead. I'm
I
listening.
know I was going. I know I was going through a lot years ago. And really just growing up with my mom dealing with what she was dealing with. Um, I was slipping away from my parents as a young kid, young child. At the age of, I think I was 6 or 8. And living with my auntie, she raised me. Then my cousin, who I call my mom to this day, she took over and raised me. But I had to do a lot of healing, because a lot of people couldn't go through that what I went through. I seen a lot as a kid. With the drugs and getting taken away. Almost in the foster home and getting separated like that. That's a lot on a young child. So I got more into writing music and playing sports and things like that. So that's what really got me into staying focused and healing that way. Everybody heal different, but I got into, like I said, writing a lot and really learn about nature as a young kid too, getting out in nature. So that's what really helped me a lot. My auntie taught me about nature. So yeah, and to this day, I get out and I get into that gym and I work out. That's part of healing too, working out and taking care of yourself, um, eating healthy when you can, you know what I'm saying, and it's taking care of yourself. So yeah, it was a lot, but I'm here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's the whole concept. I remember as a child, I was the pastor's daughter. So you'll hear me quote certain scriptures that the Spirit taught to me through. Okay. And one of them was, if my people which are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and I will hear from heaven, I will heal them and I will heal their land. And so one of the things that always kept stuck with me is that when we become a healed people, we can tell our story through a place of testimonial of how to overcome, not how to dig deeper within. When I can tell you that, yes, I've been molested by my father, I've been molested through guys in the neighborhood, I've been raped by grown men, I have been through these situations. So when I say healing, I know what healing looks like. I know what healing feels like. With our Zoom that's coming up with the sister, the Oshun's Temple, again, the sisters workshop. It's going to be a private room so that you can be able to have a free space to really put it out there and let it be known what happened to you and actually get healing from women who have been through related situations like you, and how did they overcome it? How do they still have love in their heart? How did they not become bitter and mean and evil? How did they ascend it? Because the healing of the shadow work is to come to the realization that we were imperfectly imperfect for a reason, that everything was designed and orchestrated exactly how it was supposed to, as we defined it, the good and the bad. Because why? If we didn't endure the other, then we wouldn't understand what we're getting ready to walk into now.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I
Sure.
sometimes wonder, go in my imagination for a while. If you ever really thought about if everything was a smooth mountain and everything was just peach and dandy, like they say, white picket fence, glitter and gold, right? If that was all there it was, what would there be able to look forward to?
Yeah.
Think about
Right.
So
that.
true.
What would you look forward to?
All right.
That's so true.
Because you would be in a constant spiral or loop of just going through the same thing over and over again. So if you really want to understand how come you had to go through everything you went through, it was because you were ordained, if you want to say it. You was holily picked, or however you want to describe it. It was abundantly for you. You orchestrated it all.
No.
Because why? You
Mm.
understood the power that you had to obtain in such a time as now, that you will have to face all that pain. Come June the 5th, I'm going to be doing a podcast on Sacred Keys called Pain Will Get Your Attention. I'm going to say how my grandma
Okay.
used to say, pain will get your fucking attention.
Yes.
Let some things really hurt you. Let some things really get tough close to you. And you will find out just how much of a demon you have within you.
I sure.
And a lot of people like, oh, there she
Mm.
go talking about them demons again. Yes, baby. There, you better
It's
claim
real,
both
though.
sides of your duality, because it's you. It's you. It's who you are. You have to be able to identify you, regardless to what I think about it, regardless to what anybody else say about it. Can you really heal yourself to that point? And if so, then this is how come we created Sacred Keys for You University and Sacred Keys for You podcast, so that you can authentically heal yourself and find your avenue of what's healing and a vision of what a life of peace and abundance look like for you. And the stage is there for you to utilize so that you can continuously grow. You can continuously ascend. Because long as you're creating, you're in God energy mode. And if you're in God energy mode, the ascending process has no choice but to do what it's supposed to do, and that's work for you.
Mm.
You haven't learned how to claim your authority as God and God is if you haven't started your creation. We have to stop being afraid to create. Why are we being afraid to create? Everything we own and possess and we find so trending right now was created by one of our ancestors.
I sure.
Which was created by whom? You.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was created by you, then that means that's an ancestral remembrance of something that you can tap into to pull in a time of here and now. Like Sacred Keys are going to teach you how to really go in that alchemy of your trauma and see that situation and find the keys that you missed because you was in your feelings. Well, I feel like this. The moment people start telling me how they feel, I know that that's their ego talking to me. Come on and tell me what else you feel, so I can help you heal through it. Come and sit down and have a conversation and talk to me about your feelings. I remember they said, if you really want to make God laugh, tell him what you want. Go ahead, tell me. And I'm going to show you how you've been missing the keys to the kingdom. You've been missing the keys to the kingdom because you're constantly in thought of constantly creating the past now. The past don't exist. It only exists because you're thinking about it now. How do we keep our ancestral knowledge alive? Because we always talking about what was, what our ancestors went through, the blood that they shed, how they endured, how they overcame.
I'll be back, yo.
Right?
I say.
That's how we keep them alive. When we pour in libations, we're giving energy to what? Our spiritual beings, which is inside of our actual existence. This is how you do that alchemy of gravitational pull. You're gravitating energy into you when you do the work. Do you need the tools to do the work? No. If you powerful enough to sit in meditation in silence and actually go within and fall deeper within yourself, you don't need nothing but you. The question is, are you disciplined to do that though? Are you willing to sit there? I remember there was a time when I could sit in meditation and all I could fear was the hurt and the anger and the pain and the sadness. And I was determined that I was going to face that pain. I was going to face that fear. I was going to face that doubt. I was going to face that rage. A lot of our youth, getting back to our youth, a lot of our youth don't know how to face that pain. A lot of our youth don't know how to express themselves. Why? Because their mamas and daddies never learned how to express themselves. All we know how to do is cuss each other out.
It's true.
And anytime you can relate only in words of cursing someone out to get your point across, then you have more work to do. Close your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Because why? You'll curse people into existence in certain spells by bringing certain vibrations. Now you're breaking universal law. You're embedding what you feel onto them instead of expressing what you're going through. This is what
Yeah.
being healed looks like when you start learning how to do these things. And it's a daily practice. Like I tell you, I'm not exempt from this work. I have to go through this work daily. My test to tell you. Okay?
Yes.
Fee
Yes.
will tell you.
Mhm.
We go through this daily because why? We understand that this has been thousands and thousands and thousands of years of vibrational gene been passed down through our genetic pool. And we're going back and we have chosen to do the great work so that there's no more reincarnation into this place we call Earth. Ashe?
Ashe.
Healing looks like a determined mind. Healing looks like going through the detachment phases. Because there's phases to detachment. Sometimes we just, I don't want to do it. That's why I don't go around them. Then soon as they cross your path, they trigger everything that you thought you was over. You ain't healed from it. You have not healed. When your past of traumas are still echoing that loud that you can feel them so badly and deep within you that you can become bitter to other people, disrespectful, not coherent, codependent.
Right.
You're seeking, you're not taking accountability
At
for your
all.
own actions. Instead, how does that look? We look like we're covering it up. Well, it's only because, like I teach at Sacred Keys, what do I teach y'all? Everything behind but is what? Bullshit. When you start identifying, when you are identifying and speaking your existence into existence, you're either doing it or you're not, right? And so when you're not doing it, the first thing you want to do is find a reason to condone your reasons for not doing it. Oh, well, see, what happened was, but see, this is the reason why though. See how you're giving explanation. As soon as you say but, you're giving an explanation to something you already know the truth to. And when you know the truth, there's no but, no conjunction. A but is a conjunction, an add-on attachment to. So you see how we're utilizing our words. Your words is your magic wand. So in our speaking, we're speaking a word of conjunction. We're adding some bullshit to what we already know is to be true. And truth can't reside in the same sentence. So somebody lying. That's what they meant when they say every word divide your words from your truth. Because every word can't be what? True. And every word don't have power. Every word don't have power. But then there's a lot of words that have a mighty power. And that power can penetrate. How they used to say, what was that used to say, Martez, about the sticks and the bones or the bricks and the bones? What was that, Fee?
You talking about sticks and stones may break my bones?
Yeah,
something like that.
But words will never hurt me.
Yeah.
How
that
many
was
of y'all
embedded in a lot
agree?
of us.
Okay. How did you
For
feel
real.
about that? When you heard it, how did you feel about it?
It didn't make it feel no better.
Right.
You still wanted to fight.
You still wanted to fight. So obviously the words had something behind them. We have to get back to a place of where we reclaiming ourselves on intimate levels. And that looks like being vulnerable with one another as well. Can I be so vulnerable with you that I can trust you to love me the way I deserve to be loved? Most of us will say, hell no, you don't trust nobody. Why? Because we all demons down here. We all got that side of us that's itching to do or something that can bring harm or leave us in a low energy. I personally believe that my light can shine so bright that I don't care who I'm around. Nothing No weapon, no person, no being, no words, no unjust thing can harm me. And I walk in that timeline, and I walk in that peace. And I'm learning how to apply even daily that according to my business, according to my endeavors, according to my family, according to my healing, one step at a time, being okay with taking small steps and not trying to rush the process. Because in rushing the process, you miss some things, you miss the vision, trying to rush it. The most important key element to it all, you will miss it, whether it be financial, whether it be disciplinary, whether it be abundance of a mindset, your entrepreneurship, your generational wealth and repair. Where's your creativity and your healing and your consistency of knowing that I have the connection to make it all manifest? I have it. And that which I lack confidence in, I'm learning to apply new methods to build the confidence, to restore, to mend that which once was broken. What was once broken. Not what still is. Why are we still that? You see what I'm saying? What does your vision look like when you're still claiming the pain, when you're still claiming the illness, when you're still claiming the sickness, and wondering why you've been taking all your herbal remedies and doing your Tai Chi and none of it's working? You've been I don't want to say messing, you've been dealing and dabbing with the ancestral tools and wondering why things aren't manifesting, because once again, you still are claiming that which is keeping you in the situation. And you see, I use situation, not problem, because we have no problems. That's an illusion. There's not a problem. There's nothing on the planet that you can't overcome. And I'm so grateful for my ascended masters who have taught me during this walk of life, who have walked on the earth with me, who have taught me certain things such as nothing can penetrate my mind unless I give it the okay to enter in. I have to give something power for it to happen. Do you understand? I have to give you the okay to come and curse me out and it affect me. Did you hear what I said? I have to give you the okay, even though you cursing me out. I open myself up to let what you're saying become real in my universe, and now I'm responding to it. Am I saying it? Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
You got a choice.
Yes.
The vision of what looks safe to you, what looks clean to you, what looks like a ritual to you. Where your heart is, where your treasures are, is your heart as well. That's what we're going to be teaching to our youth. When that concept we've heard all of our lives, you can be whatever you want. You can do whatever you want to do. It's very much true. The question is, what do we really want to do? And most of us don't really know what we want to do because we've been doing what everybody else told us to do, what everybody else wanted us to do, what everybody else insecurities and fears and doubts were, and what they possibilities of saying what can happen and what can happen. And we went along with what they said instead of following what the Spirit said. And the Spirit works in impeccable, impressive, and impossible ways. And it's only impossible to the one who believes that it's impossible. You see what I'm saying? So if we claiming everything to be possible, then I don't understand why we, in all our studying and all our ancient science, are still in a place of constantly creating a place of doubt and fear, and always using these words of, I don't know, I'm trying. We have to start catching ourselves, becoming constantly aware of what we're speaking into our own existence. Skip what everybody else saying, because once again, they can't come into hearing. Nothing you saying against me can conquer unless I give it the meditation and the power to do so. And this is how people are using certain science, our own science, against us. And we feed right into those traps consistently. So our healing process loses its imagination, which loses its power. And the people without a vision will what? Perish. What does your vision and your healing look like for you? Getting out in nature. I told y'all, get in nature. Let the frequencies of nature attune you, because your intentions when you're walking is, I am taking every step closer to my ascending, my alignment, my healing. I am already overcome. I've already done this. Time and time, century, generation, galactic times before, I've done this. And my ancestors and spirit guides will not lead me this far for me to fail. They did not die and sacrifice everything for me to be able to live in this opportunity to believe that I can't make it because of a petty situation or a petty argument. I haven't forgiven myself for my participation in it. Remember, it don't have no real power unless you give it. So the only thing that's been happening is me being in my own way and blocking my own frequency. So the work is not really taking its full biofield chemistry of acceptance. It's not working. We're being contradicted in our concepts of our mind. Our healing is, keep in mind, healing is a multi-dimensional concept. Our healing process as being human beings is to first understand that we are multi-dimensional. Why are we still living at such domain levels of what we can't do and how long we can do it? And how, you don't see it? But guess what? If you was doing it right now, guess what? You closer to doing it today than you was yesterday, talking about you trying.
I say.
At least you did something today. You put forth some work towards your vision. You gave some power back to self today, right? You're creating today, and your spiritual awakening is dealing within your physical healthiness of being emotionally aware of how to heal your own wounds. I cannot heal you. You must heal your own wounds. Your spiritual awakening and your financial instability is all due to your lack of mentally preparing yourself, loving yourself, and disconnecting from that which is holding you back. Heal yourself. Love yourself. A lot of us want to be a part of a lot of things. We're not ready to heal ourselves yet. What does healing look like for you? Yes, once again, I understand that worked for you and that worked for him. And she said that did that for her. But when I did all those things, nothing happen. You know why it didn't happen? Because you was trying to mimic somebody else's ashe instead of stepping into your own. You were supposed to take lessons of their discipline. I'll go one even for my Bible readers. Let's go there. For the Biblio members, let's go there. It said, you will do even greater than me, right? You will do even greater than me. How is someone that I can acknowledge who have done such marvelous works do greater than me? But then if I trace the timeline of the allegory of the narrative, it teaches us that everything that had happened did not really happen because of him. It happened because of the faith of those who believed in him. And what did he say? Through me, you may be saved, because God be in me, therefore I be the Father, and the Father be me. And when the book of John said, when the S-O-N see the S-U-N, then they would know that they are God. And they will come to the full awareness of what? Self. And I'm paraphrasing that, but go cross-reference to me if you don't believe I'm in alignment. Go cross-reference me.
Yeah.
We have to get to the bow of living, the bio of living, the biology of living is what? Life. The bio. So when we start talking about our biology, our biochemistry, our bioexistence, we're talking about stepping into life, living. We have to come out of survival mode and start living. Our youth need that chance. They need it, and they need it so vitally now than ever before, because why? We need it. We have to go get it. We
Yeah.
have to start living our lives so that they can see what living life look like and not living life in survival look like.
Mhm.
Because they adapt what we put out. A healed
we have to
woman will save a nation. Why? Because she will have learned the field of being an influence of energy. She will be the experience of living life force on earth. She would know what it means to tap into her chi and her medicine and her energy and her prana and the traditions of where her ancestral indigenous concepts came from, her healing came from. She will know herself and she will rise and she will heal. She will heal the nation.
Sure.
Yeah,
She will.
Ashe.
She will. Right. For sure. So I wanted to ask a question, Golden Rule. And you're right, man. Our youth really, really need it, man. They really like deeply, really, really need the healing, man. Because I see it, you know. But I believe in due time, those who want the healing is gonna really we keep planting seeds, you know, those gonna get it, they're gonna get it, you know. But what I want to ask is
Most definitely.
what are some things you can
No, I was agreeing with you, Ashe. I was agreeing with you.
yeah. I mean, I like I said, I see it every day, man. I just sometimes it's hurt my heart just to see it, like, you know, but I believe deep down in my heart, you know, it's a lot of them going to get it, and a lot of them gonna want to heal, gonna want to heal. They gotta do the work though, like you said, you gotta do the work. That's the thing, you have to do the work. But what I want to ask is, what are some of the things you can do or you do, you know, for like or did like for healing, you know, especially the mind, body, and the soul, you know.
One, spiritual baths with sound frequencies. Setting my intentions. Knowing the proper way of setting an intention is to be sincere within your heart and to tap into the breath of life, to push energy through your existence, to pouring into the water, because you understand that water holds memory and 81% of your body is water. So taking your spiritual baths, you're already tapping into a spiritual portal just by setting the intention of doing spiritual baths. Stepping into the imagination as you take your bath. The imagination is a tool. We have to enter back into Christ's consciousness as that of a childlike energy, not to become childish, but to tap into the imagination, the power of a wonderful land. Ashe. I also do Reiki. Where I personally don't do Reiki, I have had Reiki done through certain practitioners within our circle, our Sacred Key or Kingdom Keys Universal Nation. I've also have I do Tai Chi Gong. I do Tai Chi from time to time. I am becoming more consistent in my Tai Chi, Ashe. Crystal healing, being able to take crystals and lay them according to the chakras on the body and just lay flat on the ground and breathe. Breathe.
Okay.
Imagine each crystal lightening up the chakra. You're calling light force and energy through the stones into the body. That's how you gain the stones work. When people be making fun about the stones, they don't understand how to activate the stones. That's why, once again, everything's about an intention and using your childlike mind. Polarity and therapy. Okay, understanding that for me, I do a lot of self awareness. I sit down and do journaling. I write down what I'm feeling. A lot of times I write as if I'm teaching to myself in third person. Why? Because the manifestation as if it already was, right? So in writing, I make a habit of writing it as if I'm teaching it or telling it from third person. Meditation, sitting there. I'm telling you, some people say, well, all I see is darkness. You in the right place. That you in the right place. Stay there. Stay there. Feel it. Feel it. Let the tears fall. Stay there. Close them eyes and stay there. Let them tears fall. Go ahead and feel that anxiety. Keep telling yourself, no weapon formed against me can prosper. Nothing can enter without me giving it okay. And that what you comes to you, write it down. If you come out of meditation and all of a sudden you saw an airplane, write down the airplane, the date and the time. You saw a number 77471, to understand that something is going to happen instantaneously. Write it down, go research what it is that you saw, because the spirit speaks to us in a different language than what we speak to each other. So writing is very important. Once again, when you're writing, you're automatically tapping into spiritual work. You're already tapping into creation. I told you, a blank canvas has nothing on it until you actually put some ink, some color, something on it. And once you put something on it, guess what? You create it. And when you're in creative mode, you're in source mode. This is how come the source is with us always daily. There's no separation from us and the source.
Ashe.
Oh,
Yes,
and not to forget, getting ground. When I get overly stressed or overly emotional, I know I need to get my butt up and move. I have to get up and do something. If I'm turning on some music and get to moving my hips, go outside, do some stretches, do some yoga, tai chi, do some type of movement. Make the body go through a transformation. When you're working out, you break down the body to sculpt the body back. Watch, like I told y'all, watch me this summer. Y'all gonna be like, Goddess is not playing. I'm not playing. I'm structuring myself how I desire myself to be, whether people approve it, agree, or not. Mm-hmm. You have to get in that energy of, sometimes you have to be so selfish that it brings forth the change you desire. And that's not being selfish, it's not being selfless. I refuse to put myself last anymore. I'm not going to be the last no more. I have to be the first at everything that I do and be the best at what I choose to do. Do the best that you can do, and you're going to stay in alignment. Ashe? I hope that answered your question. I know that was a little long-winded.
Oh no, that was good. Right. A lot of things that you said. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Fee.
No, I would say that was great.
I was gonna say a lot of things that you. Yeah, definitely. A lot of things that you said. I do too, especially the meditation. That helps me a lot. You know, and you know, sometimes I can't do it like I really want to. You know, but when I do it, you know what I'm saying, it really helps me out a lot. So yeah, you were so right about that.
See, at Sacred Keys, I have a class that I'm teaching you the different forms of meditation as well. And also we have some of the goddesses that are also teaching different styles of meditation, and especially when it comes down to the yoga. However, one of the things about meditation that I want people to really feel more comfortable with is, tell yourself it's the most safest place you can be. I'm in the most safest place I can be. And go in it. Make it a comfortable place. I remember coming up in the church, the elders used to say, I got to go into my prayer closet, my sacred closet, right? Why was it why? I used to be like, why a closet? Because the closet, you close the door, it's the darkest place in the room. Yeah. But your secret closet is really within yourself. It's within yourself, because when you actually enter within yourself, you can find yourself getting lost in yourself and removing trauma. You'll go back and visit yourself when you was a little child, and you'll be able to tell your child and give your child a comfort. And go with me in my imagination with this. I'm gonna take y'all into a little alchemy of my imagination. As a child, as I traveled down a journey of a narrative that used to be Andrea's. Andrea used to sit in a room where she used to cry all the time because, once again, she was not allowed to be able to interact with people her own age in her community. And I could see Andrea sitting there, and all of a sudden she found happiness, she found peace, she started writing poetry, she started working out, she found things to entertain herself. And in the process of her doing so, she found herself not so lonely nor so unhappy, because she found a way to love herself again. You hear what I'm saying? And just like that, alchemy begins. Just like that, alchemy begins. So now I no longer have to go back and see Andrea sitting there crying and depressed and sad. And not only that, but just imagine how many angels actually came to visit you that was actually you. Mm. Your future already
Wow.
knew that the time would come that you would need that comfort, that you would need that guidance. And so therefore the alchemy that took place has already been done, because what you already know, you already knew, you just don't know it yet. That means it's already been here. It's nothing new over under the sun.
Sure.
It's nothing new under the sun. So therefore,
Nothing.
I already have a knowing of what to do and how to do it. Do I trust myself to do it? Can I trust myself that I can create a new way to heal myself? In the process of me creating a new way to heal myself, guess what? I've opened up another door, another light in a tunnel for somebody who's coming behind me to be able to experience that transformation of reincarnation and see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. They ain't got to walk through the valleys and the shadows of death. Because why? Ibe Kimmy came and set up candles and lights and install electricity and clean the pathway and cut down some of the bushes so that they may live a more abundant life. I come that you may have life and have it more abundantly. I did not come to what? Redeem man. I did not come to save you. It's not my job to save you. My job is to redeem you to a place where you are uplifted, that you reach your most highest potential. And that's what we have at Sacred Keys. The door is there for you to have access to always be in a place of creation by what? Learning and mastering how to heal yourself. Stop looking for everybody to heal you. I cannot heal you.
Yep. That is
I
facts.
can only give you the tool of how I healed myself. And stop listening to these people who tell you that, oh, pay all this money and come and get this and come and... No. When you pay into an investment of yourself. Investment of self. If they're not teaching you how to deal with you, then and you going to them, then you done made them your savior.
Yep.
They are not your savior. Your vision for healing yourself is to understand that I have to heal me because no one else can do it for me but me.
Yep. You can heal yourself, man. I say that all the time.
You have to. People kill me going to I'm gonna be careful how I say this. Only because I really don't feel like going through all that. People will go to certain institutions, right, and claim that something outside of them can do what only they can do, and then they still have to do everything they have to do in order to get the result to manifest itself. Ain't that something? You still had to do it. Do you see yourself doing the work?
Do it. You still had to do it.
But we will still deny ourselves. We will deny ourselves. We will deny ourselves of being able to have the power to heal ourselves. Once again, let's go back to that biblical narrative. Oh, people came far and wide. They traveled for day and night just so they could find Jesus so he could come and heal. Why would if Jesus looked at them like they were stupid? Why are you coming to seek me for something that only you can do? Like y'all wasted y'all gas, y'all time, and y'all money to get here. Because guess what? I can't do nothing. Do you believe that it can be done? Then go back home because it's already done.
Yeah.
But yet we still want to give the power to something outside of us. It just doesn't make it's it's crazy. It's boggling. It's very boggling. How
you know what it is?
We are.
Yeah. I was just talking about this the other day. It bothers me too, because I'm like, you're looking for somebody outside of you to heal you. You have the power to heal yourself. Ain't nobody coming down from the sky and anything to heal you. You have to tap into your power, let go of the distractions, and start healing yourself. We don't need government, body, the sky, the sky daddy. You don't need, you can heal yourself.
In today's time, people are worshiping the craziest thing. And you know what? Something else at Sacred Keys that we teach too, because you have people who are also Spirit, bring it back, my memory back. You have people who are worshiping the deities and the pantheons. And I find that a little boggling. Let me tell you, this is my, don't y'all chew me up. This is my opinion of my perspective. If it don't apply, let it fly. I say. Now,
Okay.
if it do,
I
then
say.
come on. If it do apply, then come on and let's teach each other some things or two. Okay. So my understanding of understanding of overstanding is that these deities and these pantheons were narratives of our ancestors giving us the keys of how to embody, evoke, and conjure energy. And so the energy of these particular pantheon spirits and Orisha are universal. You do not have to sell your soul to obtain them. You have to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you understand the narratives of how to embody those spirits, how to sit down and communicate with them, how to do the actual spiritual work with them, because now you become the alchemist, and that's all alchemy really is dealing with the, I'm telling some real keys and secrets here that most people gonna be mad to hear. Because people want somebody to serve. They want somebody to have to go to instead of deal with their own shit. And that's the truth.
That's the truth.
Because it's a whole lot easier when I'm looking for you to do something. It's so much easier when you supposed to do it, right? We don't want to take accountability. That's what we was talking about earlier. What does your vision look like? Are you taking accountability for your own actions, or are you trying to what? Once again, transfer your responsibility onto something else because you still believing that something else can take care of only what you can do. You are the only one that can do what nobody else can do. Ashe?
And in this time that they haven't done anything.
They haven't done anything. So the healing hasn't.
Yeah.
So there's no actual healing taking place. That's what I mean when I say, what does your vision of healing really look like to you? Are you, how they say, are you playing church? Or are you the church? And in which concept are you the church? And according to whose church are you? Don't get me started. I can go on and on. Listen, healing is a place for the visionary. Healing is a place for the visionary. You hear me?
All right. Well, tell us what you got coming up next. And we're going to ask God to tell us about the entertainment, and we're going to wrap it up.
Okay. So what we have coming up next, like I said, is the River Walk on May the 23rd down here in Detroit, Michigan. For all the gods and goddesses that's here in the city, we are uniting and coming together collectively to share our rituals and our healing process on what healing looks like for us. We will be doing libations. We will be ancestral rituals. We will be doing yoga. And then we will also be doing sun gazing and walking. Please come on down. We are asking for a donation of $25. But if you do not have the $25, don't stop your healing. Come on down and learn how to tap into your own healing. We just asking you to give back as we give to you. And then on the 31st, we have the Women's Healing workshop in Zoom, where we're going to have a panel of 7 goddesses, women in our sisterhood of communities, with the whole concept of sister, I can relate. I can relate to what you've been through just as easily as you can relate to what I've been through, and I can help you heal just as easily as you can help me heal. Iron will sharpen iron, and the healed woman will heal the nation. Ashe. And you can also see me on Facebook, DM me. Also, those Sacred Keys for You. That's Sacred Keys for You. Sacred Keys with a Z, the number 4, the letter U. University. At gmail.com. I got it all mixed up. Sacred Keys with a Z, the number 4, the letter U, at gmail.com, and just let us know that you want to participate in it. And once again, I think that covers everything on my end. Ashe. Thank you for this opportunity.
Ashe. I say. Yeah, we'll put the Sacred Keys part in the comment too, that way they can see it, if they. So what I got going is we got the Frequency Higher Entertainment, the record label. We building something powerful, me and my cousin. So you can reach us on Instagram at frequency_higher_ENT. That's the Frequency Higher Entertainment page. We got the Frequency Higher Apparel. Reach us on Instagram at _Frequency Higher Apparel. And we got the Frequency Higher Talk page. Reach us there at frequency_higher _talk_pod. So yeah, that's all my platforms. And you can reach me on Facebook too. So I'm all over. So we all over. We building, y'all. So hey, keep chiming in with us.
Can I say something real quick? I just want to send a shout out to Martez real quick for, man, when I say we had such a ball yesterday at the parade for Kingdom Keys Universal Nation. We actually had a huge impact on the community. The people just love the concept of you are the key and you are the kingdom. And we just, for those who might see this podcast that was there, by all means, take that to a literal and place it in your heart and understand that you are the kingdom that you are seeking. Everything you want is on the other side of your healing. Come get this healing. Ashe. Just want to thank you,
Ashe.
Ashe.
Oh, no problem. I'm always there. I'm working with the Kingdom Keys too. I got some things to do with that too, but I'm still a part. I'm still gonna be building, and we working. We want to work on. Well, we are going to be working on having our own parade next year. So I'm about to work my butt off on that. I'm not playing around. That really inspired. That really inspired me. That's my first one I was in, so that really inspired me. So it's nonstop with that. So, but yep, yeah, we good. So. But thank you, Golden Rule. You go by so many powerful names, but I call you Golden Rule. Thank you, Miss Fee, the Goddess Fee. You're doing a wonderful job holding it down. We're gonna have many more people on the podcast coming up soon too. So, yep.
Peace. All right. Well, right, peace. I enjoy it all. I just love each and every y'all being here. I love y'all personally. We've become our own little tribe, man, and we're making it happen.
Yes.
Ashe. And look, even greater.
Yeah, so everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Everybody's giving all their social media.
Yeah. And Reese Fee too, y'all. Reese Fee on her social media. She got it going, man. She got all kind of pages going. She doing great, man. She really stepping into her power, y'all.
Oh yes. Look, when I say I just love to see us all, how we all are growing. And it's a beautiful thing when you can witness your tribe growing. When you can witness our struggles together and be supportive of each other, and don't let each other be weak for nothing. Like we got the best tribe in the world to me. Okay. We don't sugarcoat shit, and we keep it real.
Yes,
I love it.
Right?
I love it.
Okay. I say the shits go down in here.
Right. Frequency Higher Talk, y'all. We bringing it. We ain't holding nothing back.
Well, y'all stay tuned for the next episode on all the social media, so you know what we got coming up next. And we love each and every one of you. And just stay tuned. Frequency Higher Talk. Sacred Keys for you. We on the move.
You on the move. Peace.
Peace.
All right.
Shay.